Hello, hello, Nienke here from ninks.com. So, happy Thanksgiving, everybody. This is Thanksgiving week, and I thought to bring you a Thanksgiving card. With the new restrictions in our area, we can't have a lot of people over for Thanksgiving, so it's a bit different. But I had way more time to craft and just decided to send everyone a Thanksgiving card, and this has been so much fun. So I am going to show you one of the designs. I have another one that I will show you at the end of the video. I don't know if I will have enough time to make both, or to make a video for both. I'm going to do this one and then we'll see if I have enough time. But I'll show you the other design at the end of this video. So let's get started. I used the Gather Together stamp set from Stampin' Up, and then I also used the coordinating dies, gathered leaf dies, and that cuts and emboss these 3 leaves, and then cut the big leaf and the pumpkin, and then it cuts 2 of these little pumpkins if you need to do that quicker. And then for these labels I used the Tasteful Label dies, so they're very pretty. I'm using them quite a bit, both the circles and then this sentiment die over there. I'm not gonna show you the die cutting. I've done that beforehand. Just I have a video that shows how the die cutting works. Okay, so we have a card base of Cajun Craze. It's a 11 by 8.5 sheet, and then it's scored at 4 1/4. On the website there'll be a downloadable PDF where you can get all the measurements, just in case I don't have that correct. And then we have a piece of bumblebee that we're going to layer that on top, and then very vanilla for the front. I'm going to stamp this first, so I'm first going to do all my stamping, and then the card will come together real quick. So I have my Stampin' Pierce mat, which I cannot live without. Okay, and I'm using bumblebee ink. I love this yellow color. It gives it it's sort of a gold color bumblebee. It's very nice. Okay, so in this set you get this textured little stamp over here, which I'm going to use, and I'm going to do 1st, 2nd, and 3rd generation stamping just to get some texture on the card. So that'll be in the left hand corner one, that will be 2nd, and then there will be 3rd. And I'm just rotating the stamp around a little bit so that it doesn't look the same everywhere. And then I'm going to just do the same thing at the bottom, whichever way, going off the side. That's the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd generation. So it gets a bit lighter every time. My Simply Chamois off to the side, and that is just the little dots. Now I'm going to add my leaf, also in the bumblebee ink, right here at the top. There's no, I know the stamp looks all pink. It's because I've been using the Cajun Craze on it. Just sort of to the left upper half of, doesn't really matter, it's just for the background. And then there's another stamp I really like that we're going to use, this one, and I would think just about 1 inch up. I will stamp a bit more than 1 inch up, just going over the side here on this side. And then we do the same, rotating it, and just a little bit almost in the same area there, like that. And I know that looks a bit strange now, but we're going to cover that with our die cuts. And now we're going to use the Cajun Craze. And stamp our sentiment. Season of Thanks. And then I have die cut this leaf as well, and we're just going to stamp over it. Now once again, you can first stamp and then die cut, but for the sake of the video I struggle to get my die cutting machine underneath, so I die cut first and then I stamp. Now with this leaf that doesn't have a lot of wiggle room, it might be a bit tricky for me. I'm going to just do the best I can. Die cutting also, it also saves time to do the die cutting beforehand. Perfect. These clear stamps are just absolutely amazing. You can do whatever you want with them. Line them up, line them over each other. It's just very nice. Okay, so that I just did just for some extra texture on there. And I think that is our stamping done. So I can get our stamp and pierce mat out of the way, as well as our ink. And now we can put the card together. We have our base. We have our piece of bumblebee. And I'm just going to use some liquid glue. You can use seal if you want. I forgot my silicone mat again. There we go, just leaving a nice border there. And now I'm going to put the stamped Very Vanilla piece on here. I've already gone off my paper so many times, and then I have a sticky surface, so my silicone craft mat is just absolute must, and I keep on forgetting, not while I'm crafting at home. When I'm crafting at home, I always remember to put my silicone mat. It's just when we're busy with videos I forget, so I'm trying to get through it quickly. There we go, centered there. And doesn't that just accent this beautifully? You'll see how this comes together now. Okay, then we have this leaf over here. I have a piece, I would say a 1/4 of an inch, just of the brushed metallic from the Gilded Autumn suite, but you can use the gold. There's a plain gold foil as well that you can use for this. Let's put our sentiment together first so we can judge how this will work. Okay, so I have a piece of Cajun Craze that I die cut, and a piece of Bumblebee using the Tasteful Label dies. And then our sentiment right in the middle. I'm not using any dimensionals here because the amount of leaves we're going to layer on top of the gold foil, I'm going to show you. So this we're just going to add here flat. And then this will go on here, about an inch up the Very Vanilla. We'll rotate this leaf just a wee bit so that that will peek out there. And we'll probably do the gold one. I die cut that from the same brushed metallic, and you can also use gold. And then I've got the Bumblebee die from the same set that I'll probably put there. Just trying to gauge where I want everything. And that looks good. Okay, so we can go ahead and adhere that. Oh, there we go. I'm also going to adhere this one flat. all of this so far, we're adhering flat. This one next. Now with this one, I didn't put glue on this little corner over here. Did I do that the right way? Oh no, it was supposed to be that corner over there. Oops. Let's remove that so that it will give it a little bit of dimension. So we want this part to be stuck down there, but we don't really want this to be stuck down, so that it can give it a bit of a 3D dimension there. This one we're going to adhere flat as well. Over here. Okay, now with this one, I'm going to put dimensionals only here at the bottom, because we don't want to put it on the gold a piece, because then it will be erased too high. So we're going to put the dimensionals here, so it will stick to the very vanilla piece. That will also give it a bit of dimension here, because this is already a raised area. So I'm going to add just 2 dimensionals. One over here, just underneath that strip, and one over here. I'm going to use my take your pick tool with my new method for removing this, which is so easy. Let's put that back in its place. Okay, so centering this part over here in the middle of the gold strip. There you go. And sticking that down. Now I'm going to add a little dimensional to this side of the leaf here, and then tuck it under so that it will hold there, and also a little bit of glue to stick it to this sentiment layer. Let's do the dimensional first. I want it only on this little corner here. And then glue over here, the bottom. Oops. Let's grab that one. Lift this up. Tuck this leaf under there. Make sure that it's not on anything else. And then stick that down over there. There we go. And wasn't that quick? Now we need some bling, I'm sure. I love the champagne rhinestones with this, and I'm going to use your take your pick tool. I always called this the Stampin' Pierce tool, and when I tried to order another one the other day, I'm like, where is this thing? And I realized, oh, I have the name wrong. Let's put a big one over there. It's a take your pick tool. So there you go. And I love it because one there and one there. Isn't that just so pretty? Here we go. So that's the champagne rhinestones. Take your pick tool. Love that one. And then the inside, I always like to do the inside. Now I've gone ahead and already stamped the inside so that we can save some time. This is just the Cajun Craze, and it's using the stamps from the set. I'm just going to adhere that inside. When I send my cards out, I like to first write my greeting to the person I'm sending it to, and then stick it into my card, just in case you make a mistake or a spelling mistake, or you write something wrong. Then you just need to replace this, and you don't need to change the card. Or there we go. So that is my Thanksgiving cards. I had so much fun making them. I'm going to show you the other one I did. This is another design for Thanksgiving that I'm sending out. And I'll see if I have enough time to do a video for that. But that is that. And I hope you have a wonderful Thanksgiving week, a blessed week. See you again soon. Bye-bye.